Hi guys, this is Ben from Katawa Shoujo Trivia and Facts. I just got 1000 likers and my idea was to make a kind of interview. So I asked you to ask me questions so I could answer them in the video. So I made a list with them and I'm gonna answer them right now. So let's start. First question, I put it first because it was like the question. It was asked by EasyOEG. Oh, hard to pronounce name. So the question is, why did you decide to make a Katawa Shoujo trivia and facts page? And and did you expect to get this many likes in such a short period of time? So the story of KSTF is kind of weird. A few months ago, I discovered Katawa Shoujo and I played it a lot. I did every route many times, and after a while, I started to realize things like Lily's never leaving for Scotland if you do Shizune's route, or all the the facts started to grow in my mind, and I wanted to share them, but I didn't know how. Really, I had no idea, so I was a bit frustrated. Frustrated, yeah, and I started to go see what the fan base of Katawa Shoujo on Facebook looked like. So I already liked the big page, but I wandered a bit around and liked Akira, Lily, and all those big pages, and I started to interact with them with my IRL account. And after a while, a page called Hisao Nakai Hanako's Route, which doesn't exist anymore, um, did a trivia about video games, and I won. Yeah, and the reward for that was to ask the admin any question or to get a share. And I didn't have any question for the guy. Now I know him. He's a friend, but when I won that, I didn't know him at all. So and I thought about this share thing, and the trivia I found it fun. So I thought maybe it would be cool to have a Katawa Shoujo trivia. Why not? Trivia games about Katawa Shoujo with this kind of rewards. And I checked to see if anybody had the ID, and no. And then I realized I could do. This was the occasion to share my facts and to have fun with others by quizzes. And so I created the page and asked for a share to this guy, and he shared me, and yes, this started like this. So for the second part of the question, if I expected to get this many likes in such a short period of time, yeah, this page is only 2 months old, and actually not at all. Really not. I expected like maybe 100 likes in 2 months, maybe. Really, this was my first page. I made a lot of mistakes, and I was really surprised. So Akira started to share me, and she shared me quite a few times, and that helped me a lot. And but the page really took off when the big Katawa Shoujo page noticed me and added me to its description and shared me. I gained like 200 likes in 24 hours, so it was kind of scary. And now the page is running pretty well, I shall say, so I'm pretty happy with it. So next question. Okay, the three next questions are about how I found out about about Katawa Shoujo. So Matthias Souza asked me, how did I find Katawa Shoujo? Was it through friends or whatever? Actually, I found Katawa Shoujo completely at random. Completely. Um, I am on the forum about video games, and some guy just posted on top of a page, "Oh, Katawa Shoujo is so great! I love it, and it's free. Yeah, I'm just addicted to it." And I thought, "Oh, it's free. When it's free, it's good. So let's download it and see what it's like." So I downloaded it without knowing anything about it. So next question. Sam Blawat asked me, before playing Katawa Shoujo, what did you expect from it? Well, as I just said, I didn't expect anything since I didn't know what the fuck it was. So I can tell you what I expected after launching the game. When I started, I understood it was a dating sim. I thought it was a dating sim, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to buy flowers and pick the girls up and have sex, and yeah, why not? But I was a bit not really enthusiastic, and I launched the game and I found the music pretty good, and I was like, yeah, it's well written, but I advanced a bit in the school in Yamaku, and I was like, when do I get to move? I want to go to the library, to the cafeteria. I want to talk to this guy. How can I do that? And I finally understood that there was no controlling the character, and then I just loved it. I played Amy's route, and wow. So next question is by Ryan Shan. What do you think you'll be doing if you'd have never discovered Katawa Shoujo? My life would pretty much be the same, except I would spend less time on my computer. That's it. And good transition for the next question. The three next are about how Katawa Shoujo changed my life or personality or visions. So Philip Ferdinand Falk Artelius asked me, how has Katawa Shoujo changed how you think about disabilities? Also, do you think, regardless of your answer, you have changed as a person by playing it? I don't want to sound cocky, but I consider myself as a pretty sensitive person. I love stories. I'm pretty kind with others. So Katawa Shoujo didn't change me as a person, and nor it didn't change my thinking about disabilities either. It changed my life in a way because I did a lot of things thanks to it, but it didn't. It made me think a lot, yeah. But I didn't change because of it. I'm still the same guy, really. Maybe I'm just a bit more sensitive about the others, but that really it's minor. And yeah, the next question was by Gage Tice. How has your life changed after playing Katawa Shoujo on a personal level? That's my answer. It didn't change really, my on personal level. So and Christina Orozco asked me if sometimes I tried to apply what I've learned in Katawa Shoujo in real life situations. Not really. I think I used once or twice an ID from the game to comfort my girlfriend or a friend, but except that, not really. So next questions are a bit random. There is no logical order, so let's start. Katsusa Kento asked me, which of the casts do you relate to closest? And which of the cast do you feel most distant from? That's a good question. I'm pretty much a mix of Hanako and Rin, and maybe a bit of Lily. I'm really awkward with people like Rin and Hanako because I'm fucking shy, really shy. I'm the most awkward guy ever, seriously. And like Rin, I'm a bit, often dazing off. I'm not paying attention. I'm always looking away, never looking people in the eyes. So I'm a bit Rinish. And for Lily, I'm kind of polite, and I can say I'm a good friend. Really, I care about my friends. And the most distant, Chizune. She's too childish and competitive. I'm a bit like that maybe in video games, but no, I didn't connect with her at all. So next question, Joseph Kawai Desu, Fermeton, asked me, have you read any other VNs? No, I haven't. It was my first. And I have some ideas from the next, but I don't have time, so maybe one day. Drake Maltos asked me, what was the first fact you posted about Katawa Shoujo? Most of you know that, I think, I hope, since I reposted it recently. But the first fact was that in Shizune's route, Lily never leaves for Scotland, definitely. She goes to Scotland, that's why you see her in Jigoro's house, but near the end, you meet her in the tea room, and that means she didn't leave. So it's a plot hole, obviously, but I can understand, because if they have respected that, you would have known she was living in Shizune's route, and that would have sucked for her route. So it's perfectly understandable. So, Josen got Brumish asked me if I could change something in Katawa Shoujo, and I mean anything. What would it be and why? Good. There are more than one thing actually. I would change Hanako's route in many ways. I'd make it longer, way longer, not 2 hours long, but and I changed the sex scene, because there is a question about it a bit later, so I won't detail, but I would have preferred that it wasn't Hisao controlled by his hormones. Yeah. And change anything else. I'm pretty satisfied with the game, so maybe more romance in Shizune's route. Headset Ruler asked me, what girl would you like the most to live with in a platonic relationship? I love that question, and I thought about it. I love Rin, but she would be really hard to deal with every day, so I'd probably go with Emi or Lily. Lily on a practical way, it wouldn't be so great. I would have to drive all the time. We couldn't play video games, even if I really love Lily. So I'd go with Emi probably. And she's fun and nice, and I really love the character. So next question, asked by, I didn't catch the name. Let me scroll it maybe. Sorry. The name is it's not that important, but Harley Martin Farrell. How did you that's what I was talking about. How did you react physically and mentally to both Hanako's age scene and the conversation in the park? The age scene, I was, what's the word? Not disgusted, but I was creeped out. Really, that just sounded so wrong. At least he could have said I love you or something after that. No, just the scene is made to make you feel uncomfortable. Like sentences like I unzip my trousers and that makes her jump. Oh yeah, right, good ambience. And she just nods. She never smiles. She never smiles during the whole scene. God, I it's like Amy's sex scene. I was a bit it's hard to say uncomfortable about them because Amy has a kid's body, so childish body, so that was a bit hard too. And for the conversation in the park, I loved it and found it really well written. I was just really disappointed that the game stopped at this point because that was only the beginning of their story. I think that's the last question. So it's asked by Jonathan Galindo Alvarez, and it is: when you played Katawa Shoujo, did you have a heartbreak moment? Like when I see Lily good ending the first time, or Amy taking a pause of his house relationship? That's his words, not mine. I had more than one. Let's see. Lily saying farewell to Hanako. Amy crying and saying to Hisao she didn't want him to help, and kicking him out of her house. Misha on the roof. This scene was just so sad. And she's only bad ending. Even if I don't really like the character, it was kind of depressing. After that, what do we have? When Hisao and Lily broke up. When which girl didn't I talk about yet? Hanako. Hanako breakdown in class. Obviously, that was horrible, and her bad ending. Hanako bad ending. I jumped off my chair. God damn it! That picture. And I have everyone. Rin. Oh, Rin neutral ending. That's just the worst scene ever. So yeah, that's not even heartbreaking. That's way worse. So that's it. That's all that you wanted to know, I guess. So I hope I answered well and you understood everything that I was saying, because I know that I have a pretty funny accent. So see ya later.